dream in November 2025, and I'm standing outside the front of the Hotel Pocillos Playa in Puerto Del Carmen in Lanzarote. You may actually recognise this hotel because Fiona and I reviewed this hotel back in February 2023 when we visited it for 5 nights. This trip, November 2025, we decided to come back. We got a really sweet deal on this entire trip with jet2holidays.com, and we're here for 7 nights. So I thought what I would do now is take you on a quick look at the Hotel Pocillos Playa once again and see what changes, what upgrades they've made in the 2.5 years since we last visited. Hi, I'm Graham, and this is my wife Fiona, and we have always had a work hard, play hard philosophy. From London to New York, and of course the Caribbean, we live our dream through travel. And of course, the odd cocktail. And here on YouTube, we create our memories while living our dream. So come and join us as we share our memories with you. The Pocillos Hotel is situated in a residential street only about 1/4 mile from the massive, fantastic beach at Puerto Del Carmen in Lanzarote. And in fact, I'll take you down to the beach a little bit later on in this episode. And when you come through the front door, you arrive in this very basic yet extremely functional lobby reception area. The big thing that we noticed as a difference between our visit in 2023 and this visit in November 2025 was the reception staff. On this trip, they were fantastic, they were extremely helpful, and their English was awesome. And next to the reception desk was this comfortable sitting area, which got rather busy at night. And on this TV screen, you could find a weekly calendar of events on the resort. And next to the sitting area is the bar. It mightn't look like much, guys, but you know what? It was very functional, and it was manned every day and night by some fantastically friendly, superb staff. And this, guys, is where you'd find the evening entertainment. If you'd watched the last episode, which covered our first day in this Lanzarote 2025 adventure, you would have watched Fiona in her happy place at the karaoke at this very entertainment area. There was basically entertainment here every night. Some of it great, some of it not so good. I think probably if they'd done karaoke every night, it would have been better. But that's just my opinion. And this, guys, was the music quiz night on Thursday night. Grass them.
You're recording it. Okay, so if you see someone cheating, you just...
This was the saxophone player on Sunday night. He was a very, very good saxophonist. That's a word or not. But I'm not sure the soulful, mellow sounds of a saxophone is right for an evening's entertainment. Again, just my opinion. I believe on Sunday night it was to be a tribute band, but they were a no-show. They called off and we got the saxophone player instead. Oh well. Tuesday night, and therefore our last night on the resort, we had a cabaret singer. Let's just focus on the positives. He was an extremely good guitar player. The Because has one restaurant and is situated downstairs in the basement, which can be accessed via stairs or a lift just next to the lobby reception desk. I'm going to cover all 3 meal services on this video, starting with breakfast. This resort is over 90% British, so of course they cater for British, including the breakfast, which was pretty well the same offering every day. That's not a criticism, guys, it was very good. I really do apologise for the quality of that footage at the buffet, but to be honest, guys, I was really trying to keep other people out of the video as much as possible. We visited the restaurant for lunch every day except one. The food on offer varied every day, and there was certainly something on offer every day that should satisfy the majority of even the most picky of eaters. The bottom line, guys, lunch was okay. When it comes to the evening meal or dinner at the hotel, I want to be super clear, guys. Fiona and I only went down there once. On the Monday that I shot this footage, Fiona and I had found a really nice beach club down in Taos where we'd spent most of the day drinking and I had a large lunch, so we really didn't want too much dinner. The net result, we went down to the restaurant on Monday evening just to get some footage for this video and some food while we were here, why not? As some of you know, I'm allergic to fish, and sadly there was quite a lot of fish on the menu tonight. It is Spain after all, it's not a big deal. The main meat tonight on offer was veal, and again I've got a little bit of an ethical issue with veal, so I wasn't having much luck tonight, but that again is a very personal thing, guys. On a positive note, the desserts were fantastic. The bottom line, guys, Fiona and I like to go out at night, choose a restaurant and therefore a menu, sit down and have food served to it. It's just our thing to do on holiday and we budget accordingly. On average, an evening meal out was costing us around 50 to 60 euro, so it's still a lot cheaper than back here in the UK. The biggest complaint I had at the restaurant here at the Because wasn't the food, it was simply the space. That meant that the buffet was quite disorganised. I said this in our last visit, the Because is not a 5-star hotel and it's certainly not a 4-star hotel as advertised by Jet2. But I'm not criticising it in any way, it's a perfectly good hotel. Fiona and I knew exactly what we were getting when we booked it, so we weren't complaining, we were very happy. Right back to the resort tour, which I recorded on the Sunday morning. And this, guys, opposite the bar is the outdoor smoking terrace. And it's worth pointing out that smoking is only permitted in certain parts of the hotel, including this smoking terrace, and to the outside of the pool area. Yes, guys, if you're sunbathing beside the pool, you can't smoke, thank goodness. And just past the 24-hour coffee and juice machine, plus the slush machine I think it was, here is the Jet2 rep's desk. I can't remember what day the Jet2 rep visits the hotel, I've got no clue because I never went to meet them. And as we head out of the hotel lobby reception area, we arrive in the pool. But right next to the pool on our left is our room, which is room 129. Right, I'm standing just inside room 129, which is our room during the 7 nights here at Pucillos Playa in November 2025. To access the room, it is, thank goodness, an RFID key card. You just hold up to the door and the door unlocks and you're into the room. And this is our room, which is a poolside room. We did pay a little bit extra for this. Wasn't that expensive for 7 nights. It was I don't know, it was £100 or so more. I generally can't remember, guys. But the one thing that we noticed when first entering this room from our last visit is these rooms, certainly this room, has been refreshed over the rooms that we had last time. Okay, let's have a look at the features of the room. I think it's a pretty standard room here. Most of them are the same, if not all of them are the same at the Hotel Pocillos. So let's have a quick look. On entering the room, you can see there is a small settee. Looks like it is one of these bed settees that you can make into another bed, and there are 2 single beds in this hotel room, just like the last time, pulled together, but do note that they are 2 single beds. Very comfortable. Absolutely no complaints there. And as you can see here, there's a small desk area with a television and a lamp, and down here is the mini bar. It's not stocked for you, pretty normal for these sorts of resorts. We've just put some chocolate in there. The fridge, guys, is cold. I'm not going to say it's super cold, but given that when we were here 2 and a bit years ago, the fridge didn't work, it's a great improvement. TV, in fact, that definitely looks like it's a larger television from the last time we were here. But again, guys, those of you who watch the channel on a regular basis will know that Fiona and I don't watch television when we're on holiday. If there's something we do want to watch, we tend to just get the iPad or the laptop out, and we use that for Netflix or Amazon Prime, etc., or VPN back to the UK to get the BBC. So that's it from the entrance to the room. It's only one door, and it's one door straight out onto the poolside, which is absolutely great. Just 2 single beds. Today is towel change day, and that's something I probably should point out, that your towels are only changed every 2 days. Again, not a problem, guys. It's absolutely fine to have them changed every 2 days. Today just so happens to be the day that our towels got changed. And as you can see, there are 2 bedside cabinets with lights. There's a telephone on that side. Again, no idea. Not used the telephone. We just use our own phones, which have got a full European and global roaming package. My side as well, there is a bedside cabinet, and over there is also a 2-pin European socket. I have just plugged in my 100-watt USB plug, which charges my MacBook and some other USB type devices. This here, it is a picture frame, but there's no picture in it. Fiona was wondering if that was intentional or not. Very interesting to have a picture frame with no picture in it, but hey guys, you know, who are we to complain? The room is very, very comfortable. There is no drawer storage. Storage isn't great if you're staying for a prolonged time. A couple of shelves. Fiona and I have taken a shelf each, and there is a standard combination type safe. Now, this has been upgraded since the last time we were here at the Hotel Pocillos. The last time you had to pay to get a key, so you had to rent the safe, and you used that key to get in and out of the safe. And the safe was very small. At the time, I had a 13-inch Microsoft Surface laptop, and it simply didn't fit in the safe. So I had to leave it sort of in a bag, sort of a bit exposed, I guess. But this safe is plenty large. I'm now using a 15-inch MacBook Air, one of the latest generation versions, and it fits in there absolutely no problem with your iPad and all the rest of the things that you want to keep safe in the safe. Okay, other side of the wardrobe is just, again, there are some blankets to throw over the bed, and some full-length hanging space, which is great. Now, here in November, the beds, they've just put sheets on the beds. Again, perfectly reasonable for this time of the year. It's still quite warm, as I say. The day we arrived was nearly 30 degrees, but the average temperature's been between 23 and 24 degrees C during the day. Now, this is something else that's been upgraded in the room, is the air conditioning unit. A very nice digital unit here that you can turn the temperature up and down and set the room temperature to your liking. What we've been doing this time of year is just keeping the room cool and then when we go to bed and we're deciding we're sort of wanting to go to sleep, we simply turn the AC off. Okay, as we make our way into the bathroom, you can see there's this little alcove with another little desk station. Fiona's being using this to do her makeup. Again, we bring with us, as you probably know if you watch the channel on a regular basis, a UK cubed extension block, which we just plug in there, which gives us our UK sockets, mainly for Fiona's curling tongs or hair straighteners. I have no idea what exactly they are. And then we're into the bathroom. Now, from memory, this room has not changed a bit since we were last here in 2023. There is a bath and a shower. The shower is just part of the taps with a redirection valve. You know, guys, it's perfectly reasonable. The shower is plenty powerful. We've never had any issues with hot water. There are some amenities there. Shower gel and shampoo if you want, and there's quite a nice sink and a shelf there. There is no razor port. We brought the wrong charging base for our toothbrush. Instead of the normal USB one that we travel with, Fiona brought the one that plugs into a shaver socket. And the one thing I will say is the shaver sockets even, that we have in the UK are different 2-pin plugs than the standard European plug, so it doesn't fit that. So we're just hoping that our toothbrush lasts the entire 7 days of this trip. The sink is very shallow. I suppose it's very modern, etc. Again, there is a soap dispenser, and there's a shelf for putting your toothpaste and whatever else that you want to store. There's a bin underneath there, and that's about it. Yeah, I should point out, you've probably seen already, there is a hairdryer and a shaving mirror in the bathroom as well. Right, let's quickly break in for 2 minutes and talk about the internet here on site at the hotel. And you know what, guys? There's been a massive improvement since we were here back in 2023. Back then, internet didn't reach into the room. I was therefore forced to use 4G, 5G as it was, which did work. However, this particular trip, we noticed right away that we've had perfect hotel internet in the room and around the resort. It's been great. In fact, I've had a couple of Teams meetings with my college back in the US, and the internet has been exceptional. Only one hiccup, you do have to, when you connect to the Wi-Fi, you do need to provide them with an email address and some personal information like your name and date of birth, plus, as I say, your email address, which was a little bit disconcerting. And then during one of my conference calls, the internet dropped, and they were forcing me to review the hotel. And in fact, they didn't give me internet access back until I had filled in a brief 5-star review of the hotel, which I thought was a little bit cheeky of them. It happened again on my phone about a day or so later. But then that's also the point. I have logged in on my laptop, which is a MacBook Air. I've got my iPad Air logged in, and also my iPhone as well. Fiona has her phone and her iPad logged in, so again, there is simply no restriction. Doesn't seem to be any restriction on the number of devices that you can use on the hotel Wi-Fi. So if you come into this particular hotel, don't worry at all. The Wi-Fi is absolutely fine. Great for downloading, watching YouTube, not an issue. Have noticed that it is definitely better to VPN back to the UK or the US to watch YouTube or download. Obviously, downloading on the BBC iPlayer, you definitely need a VPN back to the UK anyway. But other than that, the Wi-Fi has been absolutely fine. The internet's great. Download, okay. Upload is pretty okay. Anyway, we're on holiday, so what does it matter? Thumbs up for the internet. The room that Fiona and I booked was a standard pool-sized double room. So yes, guys, you guessed it, our room was right outside the pool. I do need to own up, but I never went into the pool or the jacuzzi once, neither did Fiona during our week here in November 2025. They were both simply too cold for us. I know, guys, we're wussers. The pool area opened for sunbathers at 9 a.m. each morning. There was a little chain link barrier barring you from accessing the pool area before 9 AM. Quite a few people ignored it though. During our 7 days at the Pocillos in November 2025, we had absolutely no problem each day getting a lounger next to the pool. There was always plenty available, even a couple of hours after the 9 AM supposed opening time.
Como el sol derritiendo un helado, no nacimos para durar, si no disfruta lo que no ha pasado. Boca y placer, si me toca yo.
So if you don't book a poolside room at the Pocillos, you're probably going to get one of these rooms. I did hear a rumour that they were slightly smaller, but I can't confirm that, guys, as I never was in one. Fiona and I initially thought that this premium sitting area above the spa and gym was only for premium level guests. Fiona and I tried our card to access it one evening and we got in. We believe it's also available for those all-inclusive. But I'm going to caveat that by saying please don't take our word for it. And if you're expecting to see video from the gym or spa, I'm afraid, guys, you're going to be disappointed because in this channel we don't review spa or gyms. But as we reach this next sitting area, we're also arriving at the end of the resort. And in case you're wondering, I believe these solar panels are owned by the resort next door, not the Pocillos Playa. One of the questions I got quite a lot in the last video is how far away is this hotel, the Pocillos Playa, from the beach at Puerto Del Carmen. What I'm going to do now, guys, is take you on a walk from the hotel down to the beach and you'll see exactly how far it is. Let's go. En el mismo party, pero otro ser. Estabas más buena que me estremece. So weirdly, the hotel and resort is based on a residential street, not that far from the beach at all.
Y besaba como niña bendita. Se casó con un pelado fresita, pero no le da lo que necesita, así que me llama a mí pa' pasar la noche. Hago de psicólogo, escucho sus reproches. Él le manda a ella canciones de amores mientras...
Okay, guys, don't know if you can hear me over the wind noise. It is Lanzarote and it's nearly permanently windy on this island. That took me just over 3.5 minutes to walk from the hotel down to the beach. Probably took me another 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to walk across the beach. As you can see, this beach is absolutely enormous, guys. And it is a Sunday morning and it is completely dead as well. It's also worth pointing out that if you don't want to eat at the hotel, if you and I don't on an evening, there's two ways you can do it. You can come down to the beach and turn left. You can see over to the distance there are a number of shops and restaurants. That's probably about just under half a mile walk from the hotel. Fiona and I have done it a few times since we arrived on the island a few days ago. And then coming back round on the other side, again, hopefully you can hear me over the wind, there is more hotels, shops and restaurants at the other end, probably about a mile's walk, so quite a bit further. But you know, guys, the one thing that we've been really pleasantly shocked about since we arrived here on the 5th of November has been the weather. Guys, it's November. It's to get up to 23 degrees here today. That's about 76 Fahrenheit. The day we arrived last Wednesday, it was nearly 30 degrees. 30 degrees in November? My goodness, guys, what a far cry from the United Kingdom, where of course we live. What a fantastic place to come for a break during the Northern Hemisphere winter. Alright guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk back to the hotel, take you with you so you can see it in the opposite direction, and I will sum up the hotel when I get back.
Ay, qué pecado me da ese muchacho tan enamorado. Y justo a ella le da por cometer conmigo esos pecados. Somos como un huracán, como el sol derritiendo un helado. No nacimos pa' durar, si no disfruta lo que no ha pasado. Con la boca y placer, si me toca yo te como otra vez. Con la boca y placer, si me toca yo te como otra vez. Suena el ritmo ram pam pam, el baile nos pide más. Debajo el
So hopefully you got a taste, guys, that the walk from the beach to the hotel, or even the hotel down to the beach, is only about 3.5 minutes. And I certainly wasn't walking fast at all. Okay, how would I sum up the Pico Playa here in Puerto Del Carmen in Lanzarote in November 2025? You know, guys, Jet2 advertised this as a 4.5 star hotel. Guys, it's not a 4-star hotel, let's be absolutely clear, but I don't want that to be a criticism, because there is nothing wrong with this hotel. You pay for what you get. It's not one of the most expensive hotels. If you're looking for something a lot more luxurious, you probably want to look at the H10 brand. In fact, if you go back to July 2023, you can look at our review of the H10 White Sands, is it called? Can't remember. White something or other, which is further south in Lanzarote at can't even remember what you call the town, but Playa Blanca. Yeah, it's in Playa Blanca. So go back to one of the videos. I'll try and put a link to it somewhere here, and you can look at that particular hotel review here in Lanzarote. The one question that I kept getting after I posted the last review of this hotel back in February 2023 was, for some reason, all of you eagle-eyed people out there spotted that there was a child in the dining area, the restaurant in the basement, which I showed you a little bit earlier in the video. What I will say here is, quite a few times while visiting many of the Canary Islands and doing adults only all-inclusive, some grandparents think it's all right to look after their grandkids at an adults only all-inclusive. It's not, guys. Let's be absolutely clear. I don't believe it is, and the vast majority of you that have contacted me believe it is completely wrong as well. On the last visit, that particular child that you spotted on my video was very quickly removed from the hotel, and the grandparent was politely told by the staff that they cannot bring a child into the hotel complex. And I think that is a real credit to the staff here at the Pico Playa. It is an adults only, all-inclusive, and rest assured, guys, I think we've only seen one child so far on resort this particular trip, and that was connected to one of the evening events and the Spanish crew that were performing on stage that evening, and that's been it. So summing up, would I recommend the Pico Playa here in Puerto Del Carmen in Lanzarote? Absolutely, guys. This is our second visit. We wouldn't hesitate to come back. We think that the hotel has made some big improvements since we were here in 2023. This room is testament to that. It definitely has had a spruce up, some modernization from the air conditioning, the TV, etc. The bathroom is probably the one area that could do with a little bit more of a spruce up, but you know what, guys, it's perfectly functional, and let's be absolutely honest, you're really only in there to go to the use the facilities, let's just say that. So for us, it's no big deal. So if you're thinking of coming down to Lanzarote and you're looking for a clean, well-run, I don't want to use the word budget, certainly this is not the most expensive resort, and certainly not the most expensive adults only all-inclusive resort. There's one cheaper on the jet2.com website, I think down in Playa Blanca, but that particular hotel has no air conditioning, and even in November, air conditioning is certainly required if you want to spend any time comfortably in your room. So the Pico Paya here in Puerto Del Carmen gets a thumbs up from Fiona and I again. We wouldn't hesitate to come back. We've enjoyed our time here so far, and yep, if you're considering an adults only all-inclusive in Lanzarote, this hotel is certainly worth a look. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to continue to follow Fiona and I as we do enjoy our 7 days at this resort, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified when our next video is published. Thank you so much for watching.